Hi everyone, this is Grace Todanes, and I'm very honored to have my very first guest today. They have created something amazing. We are here with Iris and Calvin. Iris is the founder and creator of Honey Belle, and Calvin is the co-creator. I'm so honored to be with them today because they have created something amazing. They started with a dream, and today Honey Belle is a multi-million-dollar company. So we have an amazing story today, and so Calvin and Iris, welcome to this show.
Thank you, Grace.
Yes,
Thanks
thank
so
you
much
for welcoming us to your office.
Yeah,
Thank you. Amazing.
Coming out all the way from Norway. So
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming here, and we welcome you with open arms.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm honored. So, Iris, we start with you. How did this company start?
Yeah, this company started in my kitchen
Right.
in 2013.
Okay.
And during that time, it was super random.
Okay.
My mom started developing allergies
Okay.
to a lot of department store brands, and it was after her menopause that her body started changing.
Mm-hmm.
And so her body was reacting differently to the products that she was using.
Okay.
And my mom, she has an acupuncturist, herbalist background, so she's always been into natural remedies and natural medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So she just had a realization all of a sudden. One day she was driving home from the clinic, and she said, oh my gosh, I totally put the herbs that I use on a daily basis into the products.
All right.
That I'm putting onto my skin. So she started making a lotion. During that time, I was in college, and I would go home from school, and she would put a bottle of lotion on my desk and say, Iris, sell this to your friends.
Oh.
And I said, oh my God, Mom, really? None of my friends are going to buy it. No, I'm not going to sell it to my friends.
Okay.
But my mom is a very persistent woman. She's very strong, very inspirational, very persistent.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me maybe about 10 times until one summer I moved back home for 2 months. And during that time, I also developed adult onset psoriasis. So I became very interested in using natural products. And I just gave in and started using her product, her lotion, on my skin. And it felt amazing. For those 2 months when I moved back home, during my life, in my personal life, I was going through a lot of rough patches.
Okay.
I was going through a pretty bad breakup in a relationship, and it was before Calvin. Those were pre-Calvin days.
Yeah.
And I guess I just poured all of my heart and all of my soul and all of my energy into growing this brand for those 2 months. So I listed out words for natural, and I listed out words for beauty, and then when I came out with Honey and Belle together, I just fell in love and I just ran with it.
Right.
And that's when I started in my kitchen.
Wow.
And that was where the idea started. And then, I could go on to how the brand started building too, but that's how it originally started.
Right, that's amazing. Did you know that you were going to get here, or when you were starting, were you creating that just for you, or were you going to try to sell it to your friends? What was the idea behind your first production, if I could call it that?
Not at all. I didn't think this was going to grow into a multi-million-dollar business. During that time, it was just an idea, and it was just like a creative outlet for me.
Right.
And I guess all I did was start sharing it on Instagram, on social media, just sharing about how the natural remedies helped my skin.
Right.
And so I didn't see it as a business at the time, but people started commenting on the pictures wanting to buy the product. So that's when I set up an online store.
Yeah. That's amazing, because when you have, like you say, you were going through a breakup, you decided to focus your attention on something else, and that's where you put your energy, and look at what you have created. A lot of people would have gotten depressed or done nothing with their lives. They try to, in my opinion, I would say, call your girlfriends, drink and talk trash about your ex. But you decided to do something like this, so that's amazing.
I did that too, but then on the other side, I I just did this for 2 months straight, and I actually took a break.
Mm-hmm.
I went back to school and did exactly that. I just partied all the time, kind of got mixed up with a lot of different things.
Mm-hmm.
But when I graduated, I moved back home, and I knew I wanted to build this.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I also felt the pressures of feeling like, well, my parents sent me to a 4-year college, so I should probably get a full-time job.
True.
So I got a full-time job. I worked from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then I would go home, eat dinner, clear the kitchen tables, and then start whipping things up in the kitchen until almost midnight. So I would spend a lot of my time either with production or product development, researching recipes and researching ingredients.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. And what I love about your product is that it's all natural products. You don't have any chemicals in them.
Mm-hmm.
So where does Calvin come in there? How did you get into the business?
Yeah, for me, I was just more the supportive boyfriend
Oh, that's
at the time.
amazing.
Yeah, just whenever she would go home, we were dating like a little bit within our 4th year of college.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came home, she would work on Honey Belle, and I was working a full-time job. So anytime I got off, she wouldn't respond to me. I'd just wait for her response, and she wouldn't respond to me because she was working on Honey Belle.
Yeah.
So for me to just hang out with her and have some relationship time with my girlfriend, I just came over and I helped her make whatever she wanted to make, or helped her with whatever she wanted. And that was the start for me. It was just always that supportive boyfriend at the time. Up until today, I'm the supportive fiance.
Yeah. That's amazing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, so you wanted to spend time with her, and the only way you could spend time with her is while she was doing these products.
Yeah, Honey Belle, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He also has skin conditions. He has eczema.
Right.
And so I just ended up helping him make products for him and his eczema.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And did it help?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a lot. I mean, like one of the products is called our sea salt oatmeal facial bar.
It's
That
actually not here right now.
it's not here right now, but yeah. She really saw like what I liked and what really helped my skin, which was like sea salt and oatmeal. Really soothing.
To help the itchiness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, no matter even external factors, a lot of our skin conditions, a lot of it is like internal.
Yeah.
From diet and allergies
Right.
and stress too.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to Iris about when her mom, as you can remember, she mentioned how her mom was trying to get her to sell the lotion, but she wouldn't. And I was asking Iris, did you sell the lotion? And she was telling, you can tell the viewers what you know.
I ended up not selling her lotion specifically
Yeah.
because just the way she branded it and how the packaging and the labeling looked like, and I didn't see it as I didn't see my friend demographic to be interested in that product. So that's when I created Honey Belle. It was a more funner sounding name, more youthful, and we actually have some products right here that I made in my kitchen. Like some of these products here, this is a foaming facial soap that I made in my kitchen in 2014. Yeah, in 2014. This is like a loofah soap. And back then our logo looked like a honey drop and a honey dropper, but now it's more more simplified. It's like a hexagon and HB.
Right.
Yeah.
So you have evolved over time. So you create this product in your
Mm-hmm.
kitchen, and you realize that your friends want to buy it. So how did you go to the next step where you branded it and you made it what it is today?
Yeah. Well, back then, so when people started commenting on our page to buy the product, I set up an online store, and during that time, Instagram influencers had just started rising.
Yeah.
So one of my best friends, she gave me a list of Instagram influencers that she was friends with, and then we ended up just working with those influencers, and we were able to start getting our first sales.
Okay.
During that time as well, I took this self-development course called Landmark.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, and it really just helped me see so much more of this brand.
Mm.
It really allowed me to see this, having this as a business and a growing brand really be a possibility.
So you mentioned about the Landmark. Can you tell us about it?
Yes, so Landmark is a personal and professional training and development company, and it was actually introduced to me by one of my family friends.
Mhm.
He took the program, introduced it to my parents, and then they introduced it to me and my brother. And originally I went in for leadership and wanting to grow and expand Honey Belle, and I got so much more than that.
Okay.
It really brought me back down to my core and had me realize that a lot of the reasons what was stopping me from pursuing Honey Belle was a lot of the conversations and decisions I made in my past. So essentially how it really impacted my journey for Honey Belle is that it helped me see what was stopping me from pursuing this because I was so passionate about it, but something was stopping me from really going 100% in. I was still at my work and going back and forth, holding both positions, and I was afraid to cut off my job to pursue it.
Yeah.
So that's when I got the courage to let go of my full-time job and then pursue this full-time. So when I pursued that full-time, it was just boom, 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 boom. I was just starting to, like you said, with the next steps, I made a website, started getting sales. The sales went from $700 a month to $1,400 to $3,000.
Yeah.
And we were just finding ways to have the business generate revenue. So during that time, it was a lot of pop-up events, a lot of in-person events where we would showcase our products, have people sample them, and then selling and pushing the brand, selling the story,
Right.
pretty much. We weren't really selling a product, we were selling the story and selling that confidence in people having the product and being able to peacefully use it on their skin.
I like that because most of the time when you want to buy a product, you want to know the story behind it. And you want to relate to that story because you see these products from huge companies and you don't know how it came to be. And what I like about your product is that you decided to make this all natural. Okay, so you needed something to focus on, but you decided to create something all natural. Obviously, you didn't know it was going to be what it is today, but you put your passion in it from what you have learned from your mom. Like you said, your mom has background in natural medicine. So when you said, I like the way you say that you wanted people to know the story about how this product came to be. You know, so what I'm wondering is, did you create this product because you needed something else to think about, or were you passionate about what you were creating?
Yeah. Well, I wasn't always passionate about skincare products. I wouldn't say that I'm a skincare junkie, but then looking back to my childhood, I was always into taking care of my skin. I was always into self-care and finding those ways to be therapeutic. And so I was not a little kid and said, oh my God, my dream one day is to make a skincare company. That wasn't my dream. I think I saw the opportunity and my path just started going there, and I took ownership of it and just started going there. And because of that, I rediscovered a passion for skincare, and it's more like discovering a passion to create something and then have it actually see it become something else, and then having other people enjoy it.
That's amazing because it's very fulfilling to have created something that gives so much to people. You know, if I want to buy a product, I want to buy a product that I know is going to be good for my skin and it's good for the environment too. So that's amazing. Calvin, do you have any favorite products on this?
I mean, I love the lip balm. It's so amazing how the lip balm came to be because Iris made the lip balm. These are the lip balms right here. She made the lip balms in her kitchen in summer, and I remember it was just so hot in her house, and the recipe didn't work because it would just melt.
Mhm.
So somewhere along the way of making the lip balm, she just found the perfect recipe where we haven't changed the recipe at all, and it became hundreds of people, probably thousands of people's favorite lip balm.
Yeah.
Just from, I'm just seeing it right now, is just from her kitchen and just pouring it one by one with a Pyrex and just testing out the recipe. So I love the lip balm, and then the face mask where where it was a wet mask at first, and we sold out every time we had a market, and our customers across the country wanted this product, but we couldn't ship out a wet mask, so we came out with a dry mask,
Right.
and that became one of our top performing items.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like
So
that.
I love those two.
Yeah, it's launching in Urban Outfitters this November.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Congratulations. Okay, so what I love about your product is that you have created something unique. It's not something you find just anywhere. And I love that. You are very creative in what you do. And I found something online. You have these rollers. And can you tell us about them? Because I've never
Yeah.
seen anything like that.
Yeah, I actually have it right here. So this is our rose quartz facial roller.
Yeah.
We have a different variety of crystals and gemstones. Calvin has the blue spot jasper one. So these are facial tools that, do you want to look at one?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is a facial tool that has, two prongs right here so that it can really massage and roll on your face.
Right.
And you want to roll upwards.
Okay.
So these were actually used in traditional Chinese culture in even as old as maybe like dynasty days. They would use traditional jade.
Yeah.
And I guess it was for the rich people.
Right.
The rich people would just sit around and massage and roll their face.
Yeah.
So the benefits of using this is there's a ton of lymph nodes underneath your skin.
Oh,
And
I didn't know that.
it actually massages the lymph nodes to release any tension and any buildup from stress or any muscle tension
Right.
as well. And doing this actually helps stimulate and circulate the skin for new blood circulation. So
Right.
it helps with lifting, anti-aging, and detoxifying.
Wow, that's
So
amazing. Yeah.
it's a bunch of different pressure points, so you can actually use it anywhere on the body, even your neck and your shoulder area.
Wow. And I see they have different colors, so I was just wondering, this one is pink. What is the different? Do they have different purpose, or is this?
Yeah.
This is. Do you have to choose your favorite color?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes our customers choose their favorite color, or sometimes they go for the birdstone.
Okay.
So the color is actually the natural coloring from the gemstone.
Right.
And physically, they all do the same thing.
Okay.
But then spiritually, if you believe in crystals and spiritual energy, each crystal has their own
Type of energy.
Right, exactly.
Right,
So
yeah.
this one is rose quartz. Rose quartz is known to open up the heart and to really promote love, any type of love.
That's amazing.
This one is blue spot jasper. This one is for inner strength and stability. And then amethyst right here, this one is more for like relaxation and positivity.
Oh, that's amazing. I love your products.
Thank you.
So you have created something amazing, and I'm going to say that 1,000 times because, guys, I love what they have created right here. I was just wondering, to keep this business going and to be what it has become, have you experienced any setbacks, and how have you been able to overcome those setbacks?
Totally.
Yeah.
I feel like there's setbacks every day almost, or every week, every month. Every time we grow to a certain extent, there's always something to overcome, especially as a growing brand. Each time we grow, I'm walking on a path that I've never walked on before. So there's always new problems, and every time we solve those new problems and we go to another tier of our company, there's a set of other new problems. So there's definitely been a lot to overcome, and I think just having the right mindset and distinguishing what is really happening versus what you think is really happening. I think it's so important to bounce back from failure, and I think that's what really sets us apart as a growing brand compared to a stagnant brand, is that when we do fail, we don't make it mean anything. Like we don't say like, oh, we're not cut out for this, or it's not meant to be, or maybe I shouldn't be doing this. We're like, okay, well that didn't work. What else can work? And then we just start trying other things to make it work, and then all of a sudden we're like climbing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So you see it as a way to create something different,
Mm-hmm.
rather than seeing it as defeat.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Yeah, that's amazing. Calvin, do you
Mhm.
have anything to say about that? How do you overcome setbacks?
Yeah, how we overcome setbacks. Looking at our performance, looking at what we could do to get to that next level,
Mhm.
and looking at whatever stops us doesn't have to stop us.
Mhm.
You know, we could really see these other brands that are doing millions, and they're growing, and they're just everywhere. It's like, how can we get to that level?
Mm.
What steps do we need to take to be out there? Who do we need to meet? Who do we need to talk to? What do we need to learn? Like, what? Yeah, all that is a part of overcoming the setbacks.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Because what I'm thinking is that if I was to create a product, I mentally am the kind of person who, and I believe there's so many people out there who think, I can't create this because there's so many other brands out there.
Mm.
What makes mine? What makes me think that mine will be something? And so, what kind of mindset did you have to believe so much so in your product that you believe that when you put it out there, it's going to become what it is today? Or did you just put it out there and it just became what it is?
Mhm. I totally get what you're saying. It's
Yeah.
like there's so much competition out there.
Yeah.
The market is so saturated. There's so much beauty and skincare products in the
Yeah.
world.
It's one of the scariest to
Yeah.
me. That is scary to just start a beauty product. I don't know if I would have the confidence to even try.
Yeah. Luckily, when I first started, I didn't think
You
about
didn't
that.
think that.
I didn't think
that's
that far,
amazing.
so I just like
That's amazing.
looked at the next steps ahead, and then the next steps ahead, and I just thought about it later. But going into it now and realizing how big the industry is
Mm.
really, I guess, challenges me to be able to step up and differentiate myself in the marketplace.
I
And
like that.
I really like just having that mindset of abundance
Mhm.
and that mindset of, you know what, like it's okay. There's enough market share out there to compete in this game.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah.
And because before we started this interview, I was having a chat with Iris, and I was telling her I live by believing that there's only one of me. And that's true.
Mhm.
I think that there's only one of you, and that's your superpower. And so even though there are thousands or maybe millions of people doing exactly what you want to do, you're the only one who can do what you're doing because there is only one of you. And that makes you unique, and you shouldn't be afraid to reach that goal that you want to reach. And so with you guys, I see your uniqueness in your products because, like I said, the rollers, maybe they're out there, but I have never seen them. And these natural products that you have created, I believe that they have become so successful as they are because there is only one of Iris, and the knowledge that she got from her mother and that confidence to create that and make it what it is today. I think that's what people associate with. Like, it's unique. You didn't copy it from someone. You just wanted to create something natural, and it became what it is today. Okay, so Iris and Calvin, you have created this amazing product, and I was just wondering, where do you want to see it in 5 years?
Mm-hmm. Well, definitely I want to see this product all over the world.
Oh, amazing.
So again, we're not just selling this product. Our mission is to celebrate natural skin with flaws and everything, and connect real people with real products that work. And again, we're not just selling the product, we're selling something that sparks fearless self-confidence in women.
That's amazing.
Through everyday rituals, everyday skincare rituals. They're using the product, and the product is sparking self-confidence in this woman.
Yeah.
So that's definitely our mission and what we stand behind, and what we want to see this product move. And we want to create a movement that and this wave of that exact thing,
That's
sparking
amazing.
fearless self-confidence.
I like that. Yeah. Because when I look at your product, which is amazing, I know that you're going to go international, that's for sure. And you went to college and you had a career path, but then you chose this path. If someone is watching us today and they have the same challenge, I would call it a challenge, because sometimes you want to live to your parents' expectations, but you have your own dream. What advice would you give someone who has the same passion for creating something other than what they're expected to do by their parents?
Right. And it's interesting because I would say don't listen to that, but at the same time, I think it's very important to listen to our parents, especially listen to the underlying commitment that they have for us.
Yeah.
Because all they want is for us to succeed. All they want is for them to know that once they move on and once they're done here on this earth, that their baby is successful and could live on their own and is thriving. But at the same time, because we listen to our parents and we listen to society, we listen to that path that we're in, it's like having all that limits us from what we're actually capable of doing, what we actually think we're capable of doing. So really just separating having all those societal pressures and parental pressures from really what is my impact, what can I contribute, what is my passion, what do I want to create for my life. Like really asking yourself those questions and seeing where that takes you is so important.
Yeah, that is so important. I totally agree with you. And Calvin, do you have anything to add to that?
Yeah, so really if someone is truly passionate about something, just go for it. You know, put aside whatever thoughts and internal dialogue that is telling you not to do it because society tells you not to do it, or your parents or your family tells you not to do it. If you truly believe that this is something that you can just take on and just go full forward with it, take it on and make it work. You know, like humans usually get so stopped by just one thing. And what if we can see that one thing is just a small breakdown that after getting past that breakdown comes that big breakthrough to really just launch whatever you're doing in your life to that next level that you never saw that you could do. So really just listen to your own heart instead of all that internal chatter and that internal dialogue that tells you otherwise.
And expectations from people.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to try to make your parents or your family understand why this is so important to you, because like Iris mentioned, at the end of the day they just want to know that you'll be fine even when they are not here anymore. And so you have created this product and it has become a multi-million-dollar company within a very short amount of time. I think it's 4 years. Yeah. So to me, it has happened very fast. How do you stay grounded? Because, guys, when we came to Iris and Calvin's office, they were so nice and we were welcomed in, and you know, we got to see the office and the place where you put your products, and there is such an calming energy, if I would call it that. Everyone is so grounded, it's so quiet, people are just working, and that is not something. If you told me this is a multi-million-dollar company, I would think people running everywhere trying to do stuff and everything is just so calm. How do you keep it that way?
I think it really stems from us as leaders, and we don't get affected and react to stress. And I think that when you're working at a workplace that the boss easily gets reactive to stress, that they start demanding things from everyone, and it creates this sort of chaos. So for us to stay grounded, I think it is just taking things step by step versus reacting to things. And always asking yourself, well, what are we committed to? And if it's our peace of mind that we're committed to, or if it's getting something to the customer or the client that we're committed to, then that's all there is to do.
That's amazing. I like that. So Iris and Calvin, what would you like to be acknowledged for? through this
Yeah.
company?
You'll go first.
Yeah. So I would like to be acknowledged for sticking it through. You know, it's been 4 years under the wing of Iris, and I'm starting to fly on my own. I'm starting to fly on my own right now. So yeah, taking that on and really sticking it through to creating this brand from just Iris's Kitchen.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So for me, when I first started, I was about 21, 22 years old. I was a woman, especially a minority in the United States. My parents were immigrants. And so just being able to grow this into something that customers have been wanting to have and retailers have been wanting to carry, just realizing that, like, wow, I didn't have a business background. I didn't go to business school. My parents aren't super wealthy. Just breaking free from that stereotype,
Right.
that big business stereotype,
Right.
and just creating something for myself.
So that is so important, because what I'm thinking when Iris is saying that is that no matter where you come from or who you are, your dreams are valid. If you have a dream, it doesn't matter if your parents don't have the resources or you come from a poor country or whatever. You have a dream, and that is a gift, and you have to work on it in order to make it a reality. Now, when you have a dream, it enriches somebody else. It's not just for you. And I believe that that's how you live a fulfilled life. So set a goal and crush it. This product here, I'm sure, like you say, they will create amazing experience to people who are using them, because that was your goal. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So if there's someone out there, an entrepreneur, a young person, maybe old, it's never too late to reach your goal, to crush your dreams. Yeah, crush your goals. What advice would you give them? What kind of mindset should they have in order to just start and put their products out there, or a dream, whatever dream they have?
Right. I would say just believe in yourself, even when nobody else believes in you.
That's
I think
amazing.
that's the only thing that you have, is to really have that mindset to stand for yourself, because
Right.
no one else is going to stand for you,
That's amazing.
and just to keep going.
That's amazing. I like that. What about you, Calvin?
For me, definitely find someone who can keep you accountable, and someone who can bring and pull you and push you, pull and push for you to get what you want in life. Like with Iris, she was the one pulling me, because then for me as a guy, I didn't really, my skincare was just face lotion that went everywhere on, and that's it.
Yeah.
But with Iris, she really supported me in like looking at the different realms of what we can offer to people, and pulled me towards that, which really had me just like hanging on to her while she was just taking the ship and just going.
Yeah.
And if I didn't have Iris in my life, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, to really see that, oh wow, like this is possible. Just within 4 short years, we're in thousands of stores that we never thought we would be in.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So it's really awesome to see that. It really just started in Iris's kitchen.
Right.
Just in her kitchen,
crazy.
and now we're in a few thousand stores.
That's amazing. And I what I'm thinking is that you're so, I don't like to use the word lucky, I say blessed. You're so blessed to have Calvin, because when you have a dream and you have someone, even though you had to push him, he's like there with you. And it's so funny, because it started with him just wanting to hang out with his girlfriend and look at what they have created. So you say that you would want to, the advice you would want to give someone with a dream, and in order to just be believing themselves enough to put that dream out there, you have to believe in yourself. And I had this experience when I was starting this project. I wanted to interview people who would bring impact into other people's lives, and I didn't have that support system. And I thought, I always tell people, I used to say to people, when you have a dream, don't tell it to anyone, because you might tell it to someone who will make you believe that what you're trying to do is impossible, and you'll end up believing them. But this time, when I decided, okay, so I'm going to start a podcast, I'm going to start a YouTube channel, I went ahead and told everyone, and most people. And the reason for that is because I thought that I was so mentally strong that even though people would come and tell me you can't do it, I know I can still do it. And it took just 2 people to tell me I can't do it, and I was like, okay, I can do it. So believing in yourself is so important, because it doesn't matter what people say to you, as long as you know you and you know what you can create, you just have that. And that's your drive to keep going. So that was amazing. Any other advice you would like to give to someone watching us today?
Just really see what you want to accomplish. Because a lot of times we think that our lives are going one way and that's the only way. And to really discover that anything is possible. And everyone has the choice and freedom to choose whatever it is that they want in their lives.
That is so good.
That's it.
I love that. When you say that, I was thinking about, again, I'm thinking about me, because I kind of, when you have a dream and to get it to a place where it becomes a reality, it takes a journey. And you have to trust that journey. And it's funny because I don't know if you use the word universe or God or higher power, whatever word you use. I think there is a plan, and you have to trust that journey. You started with a breakup, and from that breakup, you had to focus on creating something. And look at what has become of it. And that amazing fiance you've got going on. So it's amazing. Everything works out in the end, really. So it's a journey, and I wish you all the best. And I can't wait to see you in many more stores, and maybe I'll see you in Norway one time. Your products, I would love that. So you guys, Honey Belle is Iris' kitchen project that has become a multi-million-dollar company. If you have a dream, guys, she started in the kitchen, and you can imagine how many products are out there, and it has become what it is because she believed. She didn't compare herself, and even though she has this amazing fiancé to support her, she did everything she could to make this dream come true. So if you have a dream today, please just focus on your dream. Keep going. And there's only one of you. That is your superpower. Thank you so much for watching. Calvin and Iris, thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you, Grace.
Okay, so tell us where we can find you on social media, or where we can buy your products.
So you can find our products online at www.honeybellshop.com, and you can find us on Instagram. My username is @IrisChern, my first and last name, IrisChern.
And mine is @CalvinDHang, CalvinDHang.
Thank you.
That's amazing. Thank you. Thank you so much for watching. You can always find me on Instagram or Facebook. You can also subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you.